immediately became lost my own freaking thing. Do this right this time. Give me the, give me thing, please. Alright. We'll see how this goes. See if it's awful, see if it's trash, whatever. Gonna pull up chat on my phone now. Because that's how I look at chat. Watch me. Rank this time, yay! Where is... I love how I found the link on my thing and I can't find it on my phone. That's brilliant. That's really swell. Grab that. Grab this. Alright. Grab this. Ah, now I'm hearing myself. Hello! Hello, everyone. We are back in Hotland in the backstreets. This is gonna be a more chill stream. I don't know how much talking I'm gonna do during it. This is what we worked on last time. It's gotten a lot more detail done. Dodge came in and helped a lot with it. Let me turn off the lights because it's supposed to be moody. This is coming out great, and we've gotten a lot more done since last stream. So, like, this entire street, well, it's not done per se, it's very close to it. Like, we have, like, all this, like, what we need now to do on, mainly what needs to be done in these areas is, like, the interiors. When there are interiors, like, this, I don't know if this is one's gonna have an interior, because this is the hotel room. I don't know how we're gonna do that. This one will have an interior. These ones will have an interior. These ones might be a bit harder to figure out. I'm already in school. How are you what? Go to class. Do your homework. Or whatever. I'm not your parent. So we have this street done. And then we can go up here. Where we have more interiors to be done. I like how Dodge did this floor. I didn't see this floor. Dodge, I like this. More hotel rooms, and we go up here. This, I think, these right here, these little, like, green marks, these are supposed to be the Ninja Turtles, and I think I'm gonna come in and do more detail on those. I'm not sure. There's Pikachu. Got a little vending machine over here. Little garage door with the door. And we come down here. And these buildings haven't been detailed. I've just put, like, blocks where they're gonna be. We can come up here, go up over here, look down on that street. The whole thing. Yee. Free time. Yee. Love free time. More buildings. And then, gee, what could that be? I don't know. We're not gonna look at that. We go up here. More streets, more streets. And this is the last street you're gonna go on to. Until you get up here, turn here again, and you're on this lovely building that isn't from any other game. This just has no relevance to my 100 cal at all. There's no yellow anything here. I don't know what you're talking about. Then we're gonna go down here, back here, and then I didn't think I was gonna be able to do this. But then I said fuck it and did it anyway. speaking of school, I jam-packed this in here. Still not happy with the, building itself. Probably mess around with the textures a bit. These are proving to be useful. I am happy, like, parts of it I am really happy with, and parts of it I'm not. Like, texturing is gonna be hard, because this block is just a hard block to texture in general. But it's the closest block I can find that will fit this building. And normally I wouldn't have done it, because there's no way you'd really texture it, but the new update is coming out, and it is coming out with new red blocks. So I'm hoping those will be, I'll be able to texture with those, because currently the only other red block I could really use is, it's these ones. It's, this, but it's so pale next to, like, this one that I don't think it would really work. So we'll see what those new red blocks offer, and if we can make it work. I am happy with the interior as I have it right now. Like, ceiling is really pale, I don't like that, but we'll see. Waterfall will be right here. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it on fire 24/7. Room here. Room here. You never go into these two rooms, there's lockers. Then the room you do go into is this one. I haven't figured out how I want to do it yet. And then there's technically a way out here. And this takes you to another part of the thing where the tree that's on fire is, but I'm pretty much decided, I haven't gotten rid of it yet, but I'm pretty much decided to get rid of this door altogether. Because, like, it doesn't fit in the context of this build, and I don't think it's a big deal, because the fire tree will still be here, it's just gonna be over here, or over there, or something with a basketball court. It won't be exactly where it is in-game, but it will be here. I just need to figure out how to build a tree that's on fire. Fun. Basketball court I am very happy with. I think I did a very good job on basketball court, if I don't say so myself. I am going to find an orange head and put it in here somewhere. I don't know what, I just haven't been bothered to go get it. Then I've been working on apartment buildings and all that jazz. That one, not gonna stay green. But this is my old basketball court that I hated. I wanted to see how small I could make a basketball court and actually have it still feel like a basketball court. I don't think this is horrible, but I still hate it. This isn't the worst thing I've seen. But it is. Anyway, we're ditching this one for the far superior one. I also have the idea of where are they? I don't know how exactly I'm going to do this or pull this off. It's not something I think it's going to be very... Like, it'll be easy, but it'll also be time-consuming, and I want to do it in a way that will be, like, understandable at first glance of what's happening. I want to have a basketball team of these guys and these guys playing on the court, fighting over a ball. I want... Look. I could have a guy... They won't stack on each other! I could have a guy jumping up, and he could be, like, trying to block the ball. And this person's, like, trying to make a throw. And I'm infuriated that they don't go on an angle, like, stack, like... Look at this! What is this? This can go on an angle, but they... What?! How could you? Why? Why can't they put them on an angle? But no. But I want to try and figure out a way to have him, like, shoot a ball. There's no easy way to do that. I will have to figure it out, but we will see. Just like a little diorama of them playing a little... I want to do this building. I don't know why it's pink right now. I need to change that. Then you can come up here. I'm gonna have it. That is... What? Ah, right, because I was... That's not right. Well, I'll fix that later. I'm gonna go up here, and then this is how you get up here. And then this is gonna go lead to nowhere. This is gonna just be a dead end, but that's gonna be the range of where this will end. I don't think it's gonna get much bigger than this, because if it did, I don't think I'd stop. And I need to work on other things eventually. Quiet scream. The quiet will probably come later when I can't think of anything else to say. Right now I have like a billion things running in my head going. I can't. Like, but later I'll be like, I can't think of anything. I'm just gonna sit here and build. But that'll be later. Over here, I figured out how big I want this side of the hotel to be. Like, this is a good size of like how I want it to be, but this is copying the front right now too much. Because what I did was I grabbed the front, took out these sections right here, and just brought it over. So this is much longer wise than that side, but it's fine because it fits. And I don't think most people will notice it unless they sit there and count it. And then, so I need to rechange how this looks, I think. Maybe get rid of some of the windows, do something different. And I kind of thinking right now is that what should happen is that these buildings should go down a bit more. And there's going to be like a cliff edge here. So I grab a block that we would actually use for the cliff edge, possibly. I would go and pull out an entire different block and then use another entire block to like so it'd be like a cliff edge, and all these like buildings would be stacked along this cliff edge. Some would be slightly hanging off the cliff edge. So I want to be able, what I want to do is so when you walk out on this, and you get out to here, you can turn around and see all these buildings going that way and that way. That's my idea. Okay, this is off topic, but I would love to see how the area above the first room is going some time. Are you talking about the first room where you get to the first checkpoint with the stairs? The one like we were working on last stream when all of us were together? Me, Dodge, and Squid. Everyone say hi to Rat! This is Luigi's fault. That's Luigi's fault too. I love this block, by the way. I'd love to use this as like graffiti or something, but I can't because it's like creative mode. Maybe adult around. But this is Rat. Say hi to Rat. That's Luigi's fault. So I'm not. I think I'm knowing what room you're talking about. It's the one like above like the first purple room. Like not the first. Like, the first purple room where everything's actually, like, a different color, and it's not just stone. And I'm not going to go there, because I know Dodge is making a video on it, and I don't want to spoil his video. So, you'll get that when you get that. It is being built. I am tearing my hair out over buildings in that room, but... Actually, don't tell anyone I'm here working on this because I don't want to work in there because I don't know what to do with the side buildings in that room and I'm scared of it. So don't tell anyone. But yes, we'll be working, huh? So this building is like based off a building I actually have in my hometown. It's an apartment building that I've never been in. I don't know anyone about it. I don't have any friends who's been in it, but I pass it every day on my way home. And, like, they have, like, a balcony here, and then I have a balcony here, and there's, like, apartments on each side. So this would be apartment, this would be apartment, this would be an apartment, and this would be an apartment. And I want to do that kind of build. And I want, like, a bunch of toys laying out and about in this field, because that's what happens there. Like, I walk past there and there's always a bunch of kids playing there, and I think that's really nice. I like all the kids. So I don't think I should do blacks. I kind of want to do blacks in for the bottom, but not the top. And I'm debating what color I should do, because I can't keep this pink. I should do a pink building. I kind of want to do a pink building now somewhere, but I don't know where. So we'll see about that. Maybe I'll turn this one into the pink building. Have it come up like this. Go over like that. What could we do for the trim would be... We have that, and we have this. There's a couple of ways we could do the trim. I'm trying to stop myself from using this all the time. It's so easy. It's so ridiculously easy just to say, oh, look, that just, because look, this is just wool with little bits cut out and these shelves, and it already looks so good. It's just shells, wool, and like stairs on top, and like I don't think I need to add much more to that besides just texturing, just changing out the wool and actually texturing it. But I don't want to, I don't think that's good enough. I want to add more. And it's so easy just to say that and be done. And I'm trying to stop myself from doing that. So we're going to experiment with some other choices here. This is, I can already tell this is going to be too samey. Would probably be better if I was to grab, say, this red block. And then we grab... See, I don't like that either. What if we grab black? I suppose that's a little bit better, but... Hello, hello, hello! It bothers me that the shelves aren't with the other wood types. Oh, you mean how you go in here and the shelves aren't here? I was thinking that just the other day. I can't... Because every time I go to get a shelf, I go in here and I'm like, where is the shelf? And then I have to be around, oh, it's over here, all the way down here, the bastards. And I was like... Part of me sees why, because it's like a functional block, but at the same time, like... Just put them over here too. They can be in here and in here. Just do it. And same, that goes for the signs too. I hate coming, because I do that with the signs as well. I'll come in here, try to find the sign, be like, where's the sign? I'm like, right, it's here. The tab that actually has a sign on it. It is mildly infuriating. The door is functional. The door is functional as well, but they don't have the door over here. Like, I love the Munching team. I really, really do. I don't think they actually play the game that much. Or, like, I shouldn't say that, because they do play the game. They have their own worlds. But have you checked out how they play their worlds? Like, Jeb. Have you ever seen Jeb? Like, Jeb just came out with a video recently of how he plays his world. And no shade to him. I love, like, everyone can play this game the same, whatever they want. But he collects cobblestone. He collects this block. And basically builds in just that. He builds castles. He builds castle after castle after castle after castle in just cobblestone. And that's all he really uses. There's an entire video of him talking about getting Elytra for the first time, and how he just used cobblestone to bridge there, and how after he got the Elytra, he put it in the chest and never used it again. So, like... And when I see them play Minecraft itself, it's like, they're not... Like, they don't play it like most other players, so they don't think of the way other players build it. They just... They don't think of, like, the creative players who are in this inventory every day, fiddling around with it. They're like, just throw it in there. And I can kind of see it, but at the same time, I'm like, yo. Oh, what about... Alright. We do this. We do this here. Stop falling. Alright, I'm playing... What if I... bring this out by 1, bring this out by 1. And then we do this here. Actually, I don't like that. Because now it's all pink, and now I'm thinking flower shop. You know what I wish they would add? I wish they would add a way to you could, like, custom organize how you want this to be. Like, 'cause there's so many different ways you could do it. Like, for example, this and this is something Axiom adds, and it's such a good idea. Like, putting more tabs over here and having them not connected to this, and just having it go like this, would open up so many possibilities. And it'd be so nice. And if I could organize all this myself, I don't care. It would take me like 9 hours. Like, you can tell from my shulker boxes, I don't care how long something takes me. I will do it. As long as I am happy with it, I will do it. And I know a lot of people won't do it, but, like, you could have, like, preset. Like, alright, fun exercise. Say we reorganized all this right here. So I grab this. Oh, first I clear that. And I grab this, not that, this. Then we put it in how they have it. You got me on a whole tangent now. Here we go. Bring this down, this down, this down, this down. Alright. And then we went over. Oh, I suddenly have a suspicion. We go over here and we grab... Dodge is gonna tell me to calm down. Grab this, this, Hi. How's it going? I'm not freaking out about... Oh my god, look how well that fits! Oh my god! We moved the button there?
You're muted, Ashton.
Oh. Gosh. I want them to reorganize the creative menu again.
Oh, we're not starting this conversation again. Please.
Look,
see, I'm just, wait, no, listen. I'll get to your rant in a second. I'm just here to tell you. Well, you've spent the last 45 minutes, 50 minutes to an hour trying to set up stream and starting a stream. I spent this entire time paralyzing the house because I'm too anxious to go to the garden.
Why? Oh,
because there's no neighbors.
God forbid you have neighbors.
No. The problem, like, if it was a separate, like, if it was just, like, next door, and it was, like, to the gardens, that's fine. I don't mind them seeing me. The problem is, we are attached to the same building. We're in a cottage on the grounds of this giant fuck-ass garden, which means if I need to go to the freezer, I have to walk directly past them to go to the shed.
Come here. Come to ground level. Thank you. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna walk out and you're gonna do what you need to do.
It took 50 minutes.
Alright. It took you... Alright, next time you get up, next time you need to go up, you go up and you wave to them, and then you go on and continue what you're doing. And every time you see them, you wave, and eventually someone will strike up a conversation, and then you'll get to know them, and you won't be paralyzed with fear anymore.
Well, no, you see, you're describing what I would do in the situation I stumble into them. The problem is getting there. I had the door open for a good 30 minutes of that, and there was like 4 times I stepped out, heard them, couldn't figure out where they were, and I immediately stepped back inside because I felt like I couldn't breathe.
I have a pitch. What if next time you needed to do this and you don't have, like, Squid isn't there? Call me. I'll give you a pep talk. Or you could call me and just put me in your pocket and then go out, and I'll be there with you in phone form. I
thought about it. I was considering it.
Like,
I had your stream open.
Seriously, just do it. If it gives you courage, it makes you feel better. And that way, if something does happen, I can call... Oh, what's your 911 over there? Is it like 101?
No, I don't know what it is.
I'll call the police, or the... whatever. The police, or whatever.
The police? That's worse! Don't do that!
Only if, like, it suddenly things go quiet, or I hear a scuffle, and then they're talking about how to get rid of your dead body.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, well, why would... I'm not willing to think about that!
That's what I'm saying! Because I'm there, you don't have to think about it!
I wasn't thinking about that at all!
I don't know if I'm in this situation better or worse.
I just have anxiety! I wasn't worried about my life!
Okay, don't be anxiety! Just call me and I'll be there! In phone form! You could just pop me in your pocket, I'll be a portable Ashton.
Aaron, I need you to talk sense into Ashton, please, thank you.
What? Was I not making sense, chat? I thought I was making sense.
Okay. First of all, it's 999 Doge, and it's astonishing that you don't know that.
What do you think I am? I'm too anxious to see someone. You think I'm gonna know the police? That's like seeing more people. I've never phoned someone.
Okay. To be fair, I understand, because I also have your crippling anxiety, and I cannot use the phone.
No, you should know your emergency number. Do you know why an emergency number over here is a thing? Why we even have it? It's because
emergencies.
Yes, but it's mainly because a woman got murdered outside an apartment building, and everyone in the apartment building heard it and saw it, and they didn't know who to call. They started calling everyone they could reach and going like, I don't know what to do.
You're just not helping, though, is the problem.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
See, I was just anxious because I would have to figure out the social cues. You've suddenly turned it into a murder scene.
See, it's because every situation I walk into, I'm like, okay, if someone suddenly tries to murder me or pulls out a gun, how?
Like, I think about that too, which is why I've got my sharpest knife that I got as a present next to me right now.
No, I think that every time I walk into a new store, a new apartment, like into someone's house, or meeting someone for the first time, just everything. This is part of being
paranoid.
No, this is just part of being an American.
That does not change it being paranoid. It just means it's normal. It's still paranoid.
I'm sorry, what? I just cut some wood and got some coffee and came back to murder.
I'm really impressed that you didn't misspell anything in the stream, but the formatting was god awful in the title. Good job.
I wasn't educated, I don't know what to tell you.
Yes, you were.
Okay, but it was the American school system. I don't know what to tell you.
You're not Cheesy Puff. I don't need you slandering everything about America.
I don't slander everything about America. We have really good ice cream.
Sick. That's the
one
only
thing.
good quality.
To be fair, that is a really good
We
quality.
have some really good junk food here.
Debatable, but alright. I don't know if an American junk food will ever top my own baking. Not to flex.
I should clarify, when I say junk food, I don't mean McDonald's. I mean, like,
Sweet treat.
sweet treats and shit.
That is what I'm referring to as well.
And, like, also, we have, like, marshmallows.
The problem is I think things like donuts and marshmallows they make me feel really sick. So that already rolls out a lot of the American peak flavors.
I hate marshmallows. They have such a weird consistency.
I think I like marshmallows. The problem is if I eat more than a few, I do feel sick. Like, really, bad. And it's not that I'm allergic, they're just very sickly.
Fun fact!
No,
I didn't mean to interrupt you saying.
They seem like they should be really soft and dissolve in your mouth, but then they're not crunchy and they're chewy, but in a way that you can't feel the chewiness, and it
Have you tried cooking it?
I've not had cooked marshmallows in a long time, actually.
You should always cook your
that
marshmallows.
gives it a little bit of a crisp, and it makes it gooey, which means it's not squidgy.
I was vegetarian for a decade because basically I had one of our token anxiety things where basically one of my friends asked me to be vegetarian with them, and then they quit, but it was a thing with my friends that I was vegetarian, and I was like, oh no, I can't back out now.
You were pressured into being vegetarian.
I hate to laugh, but that's really funny. I mean,
for the longest time, I thought America didn't have our own food. I thought all the food we had over here was stolen from other places.
It's really funny.
And apparently we do have some. So marshmallows was mainly
really,
an American thing.
Hang on, I need to go to the oven for the thing I put in the freezer.
The marshmallows, Jello. Jello was mainly an American thing, I think. Don't quote me on any of this. I might be remembering it wrong.
I think Jello's mostly an American thing because no, I think we do have it, but basically what we call jam, you call jelly, and then what we call jelly, you call Jello, and it's very confusing.
Part of it is because we went absolutely nuts with it when it first became a thing, because we were putting everything in it. You could put anything in Jello and people lost their minds.
I have a not related to America, related to Minecraft. Luigi just sent me a message. Starting with whoa, okay. Includes an image of the latest snapshot. They've added a friends list and the ability to play with your friends without being on the same local network.
I'm sorry, what?
They've added the ability to use a multiplayer with your friends on Java.
Stop lying. I don't believe you. Get out of the house. Leave.
Without essentials.
What? Is this like a snap? Like, I need... What?
See, I responded the same thing. I responded, shut the fuck up, don't believe you, this isn't that fuck-ass mod. And then Luigi responded, it's snapshot day, essentials is dead. Then send me an image.
I'm
Send me
pretending
the
I
image.
understand what this means.
Pass the image along!
Multiplayer Minecraft with your friends without having to be on the same internet.
No way!
Or
like...
a mod. Or a server.
Server owners are gonna be so pissed.
Well, no, because servers are still going to be way better.
Well, servers will be way better, but, like, you know how much money they make from just, like, people buying the servers or, like, just to play with their friends for a couple of months?
Yeah, which people will... No, I'm sorry, like, there's already been the Essentials mod, which means you can do that very thing. Like, this is not going to change anything, other than the convenience. Like, if someone goes out their way to get a server for a few months, or whatever, they also can go out of their way to get the one mod that means they can do multiplayer for free.
Yeah, but there's a difference between getting a mod and, like, just being able to do this on vanilla, because a lot of people don't know how to get mods.
Yeah, which means if they set up a server, they already know. Because the server's more complicated than getting a mod.
That's amazing. But also,
like, as someone running a server and who has also bought servers a lot in the past decade, I'm not gonna stop using servers.
No. Servers would be better just because, like, the person who...
Performance,
the person who'd have to run this world or whatever would have to have a beefy computer.
Yeah. And then also, just... Yeah, like, it's got all... It is just made it slightly more convenient. It's not like a new thing, though. Like, it's always been a possibility to do.
That's... That is still really incredible. Like...
No, that's
That's something I thought they'd never add.
Minecraft and your quality of life updates go crazy.
Oh, Dodge.
I just can't wait for my own personal quality of life update.
So, Dodge, I was listening to the Hermits talk about the new update on one of their streams.
Yeah.
And they mentioned how, like, about, like, the possibility, like, they mentioned how if they ever did an end update, they would have to be, like, a big old, like, one of the big old updates, and they wouldn't be able to do it, like, a small version. And I had a thought, now I'm not too jazzed about, but I do think there's a good possibility that it might happen.
Uh-huh.
Now, I imagine, like, half the people are gonna immediately disagree with me just because they don't like this. When would be the perfect time to do an end update? When you do the last update.
I mean... As in the last big update?
As in the last update, period.
I mean, you know they're not gonna do that, though.
They might, like, who... It depends on how much money they're making. And how much money they're, like... It depends on how much money they're making, and if it's the money that Microsoft wants them to be making. Because if they're not making a point of, like... I'm saying... I didn't say you would agree with me.
No, you're right. It's just... The logic doesn't add up.
I think it does.
I feel like my instinct is they do it for, like 20th birthday of Minecraft, so in, like, 5 years.
Yeah, like... The thing is, we've already had brief things of Agnes who clearly doesn't want to ever say anything, but it was never just like a no, there's not an end update, right? And two, Agnes always talks about how there's a lot of, like, the end is a very complicated update, so I imagine, one, it would just take that long to figure it out, anyway. And two, I imagine it's gonna be a Terraria situation where maybe they'll get to the point where they don't really want to add a bunch of shit constantly, but they'll get an idea and they'll update it, because why not? Because,
My
I mean, that was the whole thing. That was one of the biggest benefits of changing to the smaller versions of the updates, is that they can just do shit.
my only hope for, or like the main thing I want out of the end update is, along with the purples, I want them to lean more into the blue, because we need more blue blocks, and the end feels like one of the better places to do that.
You know they're not going to add blue into the end, though. I'm just saying.
I know, but
If they do
What?
any colored block for the end, it'll be purple.
Which, to be fair, if they add good purple, I'll accept. I'll
Um.
concede, because blue and purple, you know, they're both pretty bare
Yeah.
bones. The purple we have is pink.
I'm honestly still shocked that we got yellow and orange. I got yellow and red instead of blue, because like right
Like
before
Undertale
the
red and
update-
yellow.
But right before they updated it, they came out with that post saying, "What color would you like?"
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
mean, it was up there. Like, they are right. It is also one of the colors that need it. So I don't think
there
we're not getting this.
it is kind of, but like, it was like maybe 6th or 7th on the list of what colors we really need.
Again, I think we will get them.
I'm sure we will
eventually.
eventually, but like, I'm just surprised.
and the implication I got from that poll is they have like ideas for all the colors and stuff they know how to
Yeah, they
implement.
just want
It
to
was
know
just-
what people are excited for.
Yeah, or like what people want the most actively.
I just think it was a bad move on their part to like ask this question and then not do the top one.
I mean, the problem is, I imagine they already had the update like planned, but they were just curious as to what people were thinking.
I know, but in that case, they should have waited on doing that like Twitter post. In my opinion, they should have waited until like they'd already announced it. The perfect update would just be putting the dungeon version of the end into the main game. I think you'd get
There's a lot of
mixed.
things from dungeons that people love raving about.
There is a lot of good stuff in dungeons, but I don't think everyone would love everything in dungeons, because like I've seen people
No.
full out go like, I don't want this from dungeons. Like that little gremlin dude that runs around, I'm not a fan.
Who?
There's like the little invoker who's like smaller than everyone else.
Evoke.
He has like a little crown or whatever. I just don't vibe with him. I think he first showed up in dungeons. He was also in the other spin-off game that flopped
Aaron,
really
can you put
bad.
out the campfires?
Yes. Let me get to shuffle. Shuffle time.
Straight up shoveling it. I love anytime I build, I'm just like, wow, this looks shit until it's done, and then I'm like, wow, this is great, I'm such a good builder.
It kind of looks like Brian a little bit. Like those are his eyes, that's his hair.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I don't want Grian influencing me right now. Grian of future past. I wish there was a darker version of campfires.
What would you want to see in the end update? Just out of curiosity, first thing off your top of your head.
I think... I don't... Because here's the thing, I do like the end not being ridiculously cluttered, so I wouldn't change anything about the main island, I don't think. I think I would add more... I think I'd add biomes to the end island.
Yeah,
So then you-
I think
Yeah.
like biomes or like sort of civilizations, because like we've got the ships, which imply that like people used to live there. So like, I feel like they could make some sort of like old civilization or something, like floating houses maybe.
Like when I say biomes because it would give you the chance to like do different terrain stuff without it interrupting the existing one.
Yeah.
It would also be really funny if they do change the existing one, because then it's just undoing the previous end update, and I don't like that. Ashen, your mic's being weird.
How's it being weird? What's it doing?
It's okay, you got better.
It's a miracle.
It's when you talk, it goes away, and then the longer you don't talk for it, like progressively starts feedbacking louder.
It might be like. It might be because I have my window open.
I don't know how that makes sense, but I'll trust you.
I don't know, wind.
That didn't sound like wind.
I don't know.
I love the color pink. How the fuck am I supposed to detail pink? I want to add a different. Grrr.
Argue. Part of me wants to argue that pink means more like priority in it, but I already know that pink has more than red. Well, technically it doesn't. I guess it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Okay, I'm cooking. The chef is in the building.
Not even just the end update. I just want more lore in general.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm a little whore goblin.
Yeah.
Oh God! I said it immediately like, wow, I should not have said that. That was fucked. I'm not repeating it. You can go clip it, but I'm not gonna. Please don't come back.
I'm so excited for this stream to get deleted from YouTube.
I'm gonna download it right now. Did you mean to say that?
No. I was just because I'm a little D&D goblin. I'm like a little troll.
Did
I
you
run
mean
around
war?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Good job. Please
Excellent.
never change.
But I want more lore, and I don't even want like fleshed out like the A, B, C happened in this exact order, and we know everything that happened in between, and blah blah blah. I want like hints and like pieces, and there's so much stuff already in the game they could use that they just don't. They could do so many more pattern designs. They could give names to like weapons and oh my god. There's the sword, there's the name of the items, but there's also descriptions you can give these items that they choose never to use. Like, this is baked into this, like, you could do lore so much. There's, like, books. How many written books are just empty that you could put, like, not like a full-on story, but, like, little pieces and bits here going, like, blah, blah, blah happened, and then you start the story, and then it's, like, damaged from time, and you can't read anymore. Oh. I spent way too much time thinking about it.
I was about to say, yeah, guys, warning, Ashen's very passionate about this.
Because, like... Because they do have, like, a lot of stuff that's just kind of floating in the air. I'm just like, okay. We're just not gonna do anything with this. Got it.
I think Minecraft lore works better having the mystery, but at the same time, like, some of those mysteries need a bit more.
Yeah, like they've not done much more.
Yeah, that's more.
In a while.
I want the mystery. I love the mystery because I love the ability to like look at something and just kind of headcanon it. But I like the structure. But I like there to be like bits and pieces you can add into the headcanon or like mess around.
Actually, peace and love. If we make another pale oak building, I'm walking the plank. Do you know how awful it was to texture? Have you noticed I've not done it since? I think...
On today's crash out of...
Let's get into modern blocks, shall we?
Great.
This-
Modern block.
This... The new update that I can't whip out...
Here,
what's
wait,
another
wait,
one?
wait,
What's
wait,
another
wait,
one?
wait.
What's another one?
Here's your ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, wait, yeah. These beautiful blocks that, in theory, are so beautiful, have such a different texturing technique to every single thing in the game.
The shading's different or something. There's something that's just off from, like, everything else in the block, and...
Because, like, this is obviously shaded different, but, like, it is stylized in the same way the original is. It's not like, oh, I do like that the bricks pop, I like what they're trying to do, but it's the texturing, it's not about the shape that they're giving. Because I know realistically every single one of these is the same shape. It's, they texture it just differently enough that it doesn't blend with anything.
It'll blend with the new block! That won't blend with anything!
No, it won't! That's the thing! It's so bad it doesn't even blend with any of the new stuff!
Doge, do you ever get noise complaints?
Not anymore.
Alright.
I actually never have gotten a noise complaint. Okay, I'm doing...
Just immediately nope.
I'll do it. I'll be really
We can
sad about
change
it.
the color! We can change the color, Dodge! That's within our
I'll do
ability
it.
to do!
I'll do it.
No!
I'll just be really upset.
No, stop! We're going to do a... We're gonna do this. We're doing this color now.
It's the hotel again.
It's the hotel again! What are you talking about? The hotel's like an entirely different color!
In the inside.
Okay.
So,
I was
you
thinking
need to commit to a
sandstone.
color because then inevitably everything's going to look the same as, or like have the same color palette as something else.
Okay,
that
but
you've already
we've
built.
picked two colors that we've not got a solution to.
Okay, well then, you guys suck.
Look, it could be worse.
Don't hide me.
It could be worse. I could send you to work on the yellow buildings. Look, I wanted to make Cheesy Puff happy. But no, he can't work on the glasswork anymore. You can't ban him. We need him for the glass.
Shush, no one knows about that.
Did you? Okay. You don't know about that, but you should go over there and look. Not for any particular reason, but you should definitely go over there and look.
I'm gonna fucking cry, it's so beautiful.
I know. Like,
Well, no one's ready for the next video.
No one's ready.
Absolutely no one.
like, guys,
Yeah, you
I'm not
told
gonna
me.
tell you what he did, but Cheesy Puff fucking cooked. He fucking cooked a feast.
Can confirm.
Ashen, I realize, have you, I need to scroll back in the stream just to see if, you've not used the teleport buttons today, have you?
No, I don't think I've used them at all during the streams.
Good.
I
the good
might have used one last stream. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it just, I want Aaron to go to the teleport button and press the bottom one.
And now I'm actually forcing myself not to go there now because, like, you told me now we're talking about it.
Mhm. I love glass. I love glass so much.
It was crazy because I was on here yesterday with him, and he was like working on it, and he spent like an hour doing like this curved piece of glass that was like 20 blocks long. He's like, I'm curving it in such a good way, I'm literally happy about it. But he stepped back and went back to where he was supposed to look at it, and it was just a straight line because of the angle.
Yep, I've had that. Was it pretty?
So
It was very
pretty.
pretty.
Everyone's gonna lose their shit.
I need to go.
What you saw, it's gonna happen.
I need to go back and I need to add a little more bit and pieces around for
Yeah,
like
that's
what I've been working on.
Yeah, it's not quite there yet, but it's close. Okay, fuck that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. By the way, I'm really... Okay,
What?
you just immediately broke my box.
I'm
It's not
sorry,
like
I didn't
care.
mean to.
It's not like I care or anything.
If you didn't care about it, you wouldn't sound so upset.
It's just I just don't care. What can I say? What if I'm a little bit wild?
I've never stopped you from being wild.
Mm-hmm. You get me? You get me?
Oh,
It's kind of giving like a new home.
I like it.
Well, it is very close to New Home. And then we make New Home sandstone.
Every single time I say something, I immediately contemplate like, is this a thing that the people that don't have access to the build know about?
Yeah, no, there's a high chance that anything you've seen and you're like, that's really cool, they don't know about it.
Okay.
The only thing they know about, thanks to streams, is the first one.
People were asking me about that room today. They're like, can we see it? What's going on with it? What's happening with it? And I'm just like, I'm not gonna tell you.
Do I want a window here?
But I don't want that.
I decided I hate you. No, don't cry. That's my job.
Chat. I feel a little silly, but I realized something the other day, and I'll show you what I realized.
I realized something ghastly. You're not just a threat to monsters, but humans as well. Sorry.
So, I don't know if you guys have seen these, like, banners. So there's all these different banners you can find online of, like, people just bringing banners together and making items, like, images out of them. If I could just get out of my inventory, please. So these are a couple of examples of, like, here's Technoblade, here's this one that's really popular. And I realized you can do this now. I feel a little silly it took me so long to realize, but I really like it. I'm gonna be using it in different places. One I think will be particularly useful if I can find it. Not this box. It's that one. Scrub. It's a little fireplace.
Oh, that's cute.
So, I've been like playing with how I could mark with that stuff. It's also just really nice for like the letters. Oh my god, Dodge, this... I didn't comprehend how nice this would be for the letters. Come look at this.
No.
I've been denied, chat.
Whoa.
No. Not yet.
Okay.
I love how I purposely steer this build away from the gray and then you go back to it.
I use it masterfully.
You do.
God, I am awesome. Yeah, remember what I was saying earlier about how I like laugh at how much I hate my builds until the very end, and then like I get such an ego. Yeah, it's happening.
You know what would make this place even better?
A private jet.
Train station. Okay, well...
Tell you what, where would you want to put a train station?
Okay, I don't actually know if he told you this, but he did give me permission to, like, as long as it doesn't interfere with, like, canon areas of the build, I can put, like, a little train route. And I've, like, started laying out, like, a teeny bit of one by the marsh, and I stopped because I had to get Doja's approval. But...
Show me! You need to show me now!
Oh, okay. It's literally just the tiniest little bit.
Oh my god.
I can just teleport there. I will teleport and then... it's like by... Hello, Doge. He can't hear me. I don't know why I said hello to him.
Oh my god, chat. I'm so excited.
Bad at figuring out how to get around the build. So basically I'm gonna have like a little bit here because my thought is like basically they build like a railway line to like take supplies from Waterfall up to like build Hotland and New Home and stuff, and so I'm gonna have a little bit here where there's gonna be like a loading area to take stuff out of.
I just
the
realized
dump.
how excited you must be for the geysers.
I'm curious to see if they're gonna work, because like I have a very specific scale that I build trains in, and so like it's quite hard to like, for example, if I'm adding campfires, it's like hard to hide those alone in the tunnels, so I feel like it's gonna be difficult
True.
to hide the geysers as well. But I'm basically thinking there's like a loading area over there, and then it comes along this side of Onion's Lake, like either probably like on an embankment, so that if you're just walking along on the cannon route, you can't like immediately see the tracks and it doesn't interfere.
Wait. Alright. So I think Squid might be upset with this. I'm not sure, but my first preference is that he wouldn't want to see it here. I do have an idea though.
Mm-hmm.
So in 10-year anniversary or whatever, there's like a little town down here.
Mm-hmm.
What if we built an underwater tunnel?
Are you pitching like underwater tunnel? Okay.
Like built into like back here, so you can see the train pass underwater.
Okay. Yeah, I think either that or I like lower the tracks down a bit so that they're like hidden behind the terrain of the lake, and if you're walking, you can't see them.
All right.
I will consult Squid and see what he thinks. But yeah, it's then just kind of gonna wrap like up to the castle, and I'm pretty sure at one point there was like sort of a pitch of like putting a train station in like Asgore's basement or something, and I feel like unironically like the route would probably end around there.
I am a Dodge is probably pulling his hair out.
I mean, I asked Doge for his approval, and he said... I asked Doge for his approval, and he said, like, yeah, go for it.
Oh my god. What?
Hello.
Why didn't you tell me that you gave approval for a train station? Why didn't you tell me?
What was that sentence?
Why didn't you tell me about the train station approval?
I'm going back to Hotland.
Okay.
But back on
yeah,
track.
I feel like it's gonna like wrap around the back of Hotland and then just like wind up to the castle probably.
All right,
And
so
I might have like.
where would you
abandoned
have it
route
connect to
ruins.
Hotland? Because I wanna put this in. I want this in my brain.
I think I'm inclined to say like maybe around the lab, like where the
All right, so if we go up to
where the
Hotland.
where the river person's dock normally is, I feel like it would be nearish to there.
I can't teleport there because then I'll be spoiling stuff, so I have to fly there. Alright, so you wanted to wrap around this. And then come out around here.
Like the main river's gonna end, and there's gonna be like some crane, I think Doge said, that's like taking the ice up to the core. I feel like somewhere around here, other side of this like little tunnel bit maybe.
Alright, so here's my question. Would the train pass through the area where I'm working at right now? The back streets?
I mean, if you want it to, it could, but I think it, like, since stuff is it's still in the basic planning out area for a lot of, like, the second half of the build, I think I can quite easily weave it around.
Alright, if you want to, I am all...
and don't want it to go.
If you want to put it in the back streets somewhere, I am all for that. Like, that's amazing.
Okay. I will probably spend a couple more days planning out and see if I can weave it up that way.
Or give me a trade, chat. I'm back. I'll be good.
Never doubt me again.
Doubt you and what?
These buildings look so good.
They do.
I'm meant to be eating!
Like...
You can't keep getting away with this!
I don't do anything!
You put me here!
You have self-control!
It's not my fault!
So it's mine?
Yes!
How dare I stream chat? How
no, it's
dare
not
I?
That. You were here and you were trying to build and you're like, maybe, and then I obviously have to help and suddenly...
Talk to chat and not just sit here silently.
It's not the problem.
And then the only thing I could think of to talk to chat about was the build, because I'm insane.
I can't build everything here!
You can't, and I don't know what you're trying!
I could, though.
It's not that you could, it's that you want to, because this is a really part of this... I'll admit, this city is a bit addictive.
It's unreasonably easy to build.
It's unreasonably easy to build, but it's also enjoyable to build. Because when you back up from it, and you see it, and you see the one build you did, because, like, look at this. It's just... This is satisfying to look at.
I don't even know how I did it. I don't know how I do any of them.
It's just satisfying to look at, and you're like, oh, yay.
Like, I hope everyone knows, chat, I don't have experience in making buildings before. This is my first time.
Did you not build, like, the... Oh, wait, to be fair, you destroyed those ones. I was gonna say you built the, like, opera room.
The what?
The Metaton opera room.
Oh, yeah,
where he sings to you.
You're talking about the opera room? I actually think those fit really well nicely here. Because, like, it's like... actually really like it because like in the opera room you get like the start of like civilization, like people building houses.
Well,
and
I
stuff
think
like
in
that.
the
They build the more
no.
traditional houses, and you get into like the more like clustered buildings where everything's squeezed together for space.
Ashton, I hate to break it to you, but I think I'm going to take a more buildings approach to the other area.
No.
I have to. It'll look so much better, and it'll look way more accurate. I've never been satisfied with that area of the build.
You're gonna murder my interiors?
I never asked you to interior them. You can't claim my builds. Just because you broke
claiming
in.
your builds. I'm claiming my interiors.
Well, pick them up and take them somewhere else.
I don't think you should murder your past builds. I think they're lovely.
Okay, but then why? How about this then?
If
it was a finished room, maybe. But the thing is, I don't even like the room to the point I've just never finished it.
Alright. I'll tell you what. Work on the house you've already fucked up and got rid of before you talk to the other ones.
I'm just gonna restructure the area.
Oh.
I don't know why this is upsetting to you.
Because I like your builds. How dare I like dodge creation builds?
I unfortunately might really want to put a train station up here because I've just had a visual of like a viaduct crossing like the lava lake, and that feels so cool.
Where?
I've just had the vision of walking through a back alleyway and finding an abandoned train station, and that also feels really cool. I really like abandoned buildings.
If I do a route to the ruins, that will definitely be abandoned. I'm not sure about like Waterfall to New Home, because like those are all places that people still live in.
Just tell me where you want them to link up and I'll figure something out.
I am kind of feeling like staircase up to like the balcony overlooking the core, I think. Like somewhere on that like staircase, like
Josh,
up here, like maybe
did you hear my pitch for how I wanted to do the bridge area? Not the bridge itself, but like looking back from the bridge. We broke him. That or Luigi's poking him.
This means we can do whatever we want.
Yay, let's go!
I will murder you in sleep! I mean, what? I'm not even worried about it.
Okay.
Did you hear my pitch for how I want to like look back from the bridge on Hotland?
No.
Alright, come on then.
Oh.
So, I was thinking about walking this way and then looking back on all this. And I want to do, like... So, obviously we're gonna have, like, a cliff here because it makes sense because there's no, like...
It is a cliff.
Yeah. And I want the houses, for a way, I don't necessarily think we'll build this all out, but I want a bunch of, like, these type of houses going, like, built on top of the cliff, almost hang off them. Like, or built into the cliff.
Oh.
Going both ways in that direction.
I suppose it's a cool visual. I don't really have anything to argue against it. There's no more comment.
Alright, just letting you know.
It doesn't contradict anything.
Alright, so if you want to put like a train station in like one of these buildings that are gonna be here, feel free. The only buildings I suggest you don't touch are these two and this one.
I'm feeling like it would be kind of up here. School.
Up here near the school. So what we could do is like how high up do you want it?
I'm feeling like just kind of around this level, like where the terracotta is at the moment. I feel like it would just kind of be at that height.
Alright, so what we could do is do, like, a turn off here.
Yeah.
And have this go down.
Okay.
City's expanding, it's always expanding, it's a beast, it's not cannot be stopped.
Yeah, okay. I think I'd need to like mess with scale and perspective a bit, but I think I can make it work.
Alright. Yee.
I will go consult Squid about the waterfall stuff and see what he thinks.
Bam, bam, bam. Alright. So this is gonna turn this way. Alright, chat, it's just us again. They all left. So what I'm thinking right now is that train station's down there. We'll have like a weird, goofy like overhang here. Where if I grab wall and actually spell it right. Why do we feel like the teleport we aren't allowed to see is a yellow location? It's not. I will tell you it's not a yellow location. We've done very little for yellow, actually. Most we've done for yellow is, the thing I'm looking at and, a little tunnel I built for, because I could. I don't think we've done much else for yellow. Besides maybe layout and, oh well, there is something else, and I could go show you that. I don't know if we've shown anyone. It was just something me and Dodge did one day when we were messing about. And I have to... Go and ghost. And I have to fly there because I can't teleport there. So, me and Dawes were, I do forget what we were even doing or talking about or anything like that, but, like, just started building one day. And this is probably the most we've actually done for Undertale. Like, I've done the beginning, I've begun the top of that building. I think I have, like, a little raft. The little raft in here I just put for, like, just in Google. It's not actually the raft, it's, I love how easy it is to get lost in this map. I added this little raft that's the raft you use. It actually doesn't ever connect with this stream, but it's just here. I did part of the tunnel. I'll show you that later if you want. Should probably get a hospital somewhere. Probably. But... Am I going the right way? I come down here, go this way. It should be like around here. Because like, I'm not gonna go up. But like, conversation right now or surrounding it is like how to connect it from like up to up there to down here. This is like how you'd get down in here, right? Or it's possibly one of the ways you get down here and here. Come down here. Let me turn off the lights. Now, a lot of this isn't figured out yet, but the place you fall down into is here. And I am pretty happy with it. Now, we don't have much besides this. And yellow is still very much in the air on whether or not we'll actually do it or not. But there are bits and pieces around. Like, this room is all collapsed and stuff, obviously, in the game, so we're trying to just, like, display that the floor is gone and it's collapsed down there, so there'll be a bunch of debris, there will be little bits of it still clinging to the wall. This bridge is gonna be out. So what happens is there's gonna be a way so you could fall down into here, if we do it. And if you don't want to stay down here, if you want to go back up to the map, what you could do is come here, jump across this pit. This is a possible jump. Dodge has done it multiple times. I just suck at parkour. And then you would come up and go back up through that way, which I'm not going to go right now because it would lead you to the room where we were working before. But that's what we have mainly for yellow. You should get a hospital. Hospital should be... I don't know. I'm hesitant to add too much to the backstreets right now because, like, that's not the main build, and I don't want to get too lost in it and stop, like, working on the main bits. But we'll see. Also, I still need to keep stuff... It's like, I still need to put stuff in, like, New Home. Like, I don't want to put everything in the Hotland because if I go over to New Home, if I find New Home, there is still so much to add. This is like, all of this needs to be like, this is a city we need to build. This all still needs to be done. We need to add stuff into it. Like, we're still crashing out about how to do the build here. It's the whole thing. And I feel like if there was a hospital, it'd probably be a New Home. Or maybe there could be like two hospitals. There could be like a rundown hospital in Hotland and then a newer, fresher hospital in New Home. I don't know. Maybe the hospital will be in the core and they'll just fill you with the core juice or whatever this is and be like, you're all better now. You're all better because you're gone. You disappeared from the universe. No one knows who you were or what you were or anything like that. It's just, you're just gone. Therefore, there's not a medical emergency anymore. Alright. Blocks. Add new block. That goes up. I think I'll make that actually a short one. Core juice. Core juice. Oh no, I want... Alright, I want to do a snake salesman somewhere in the city now that's just selling you core juice. And that's its pitch that'll make you feel better. So, I'm not... I don't know. The ruins is so up in the air because, like, the ruins does have a city, and if we do put, like, stuff like that in there, it would be... I feel like it would less be a hospital, and it would more be, like, an old-time clinic. Or, like, a healer's, because, like, the ruins is so old, it'd be, like, the ruins were probably around before hospitals were a thing. Because, like, we have to remember this monster's been stuck down here for a long time. And they might have had their own, like, concept of a hospital, but it wouldn't be the same concept that we have. And, of course, they have healing magic and all that stuff. Or I assume they have healing magic. We see it in Deltarune. We'll probably get to it as we get to more city builds and how we want to do it and stuff like that. Boom, boom. Gosh, didn't come and do the side of this build. Now I have to figure it out. And now he's gonna get on and yell at me. No, don't get on. If you are still listening, do not get on and yell at me. Go eat your food. I demand it. I should do... Alright, what I should do is I should add, like, a sewer grate somewhere around one of these areas. So you could go down into the sewers. And there'll be a snake salesman down there, and he'll sell you core juice. That's incredibly dark and messed up, and I'm all for it. Why is it so high? Okay, I'm begging you, please turn down your... I can do that. What is it at right now? It's high because, like... Alright. I love Axiom. This is a, gripe I bet I do have a bit with them, is, like, I have to eyeball this to really know what speed... I guess there is this indicator. I just noticed this for the first time. Is that better? I know I might be making sick with me running around all the time. Axiom has a lot of different things they add to the game. One of them is changing how fast you go. And I tend to use it a lot when I need to get around to different places. So this is gonna connect like this. Oh. So something I do want to try. Let's bring this up. No, this wouldn't be a good place to do it. I'll have to think of somewhere else to put it. What would be a good place to do it? So something I want to do is I want to add like advertising boards. Like big advertisements on buildings, on like the side of buildings, like stuff. And I've been trying to figure out good places to put up. Like, admittedly, this might be a good place to put it, but like I feel like the school would frown on that, and they'd be like, "Do not use this spot," because that's what schools usually do. They don't want advertising around all the kids. So that's off the table. This would be off the table. Maybe I could fit something here. Like this side. To have an advertisement going off there. Though it's still in front of school, but it's too far away from school from so people can't be yelled at. Something here would be good. It's hard because it's like I need to find a place that people can see from like ground level. But it's hard to find that when these buildings are so close together. I guess that would be a really good place for like something. Advertisement there. Billboard or something here. Definitely here. This would be a perfect place for it. This area definitely, because like you look back and you see the because you look back and you would see this as you're coming down here. We'll see. I'll stop with the advertisements placement for now because still feel like just fill this in for now and see what I come up with. Initially, we weren't gonna do interiors for the builds, but Squid really wants them. And, so I think what we're gonna end up doing is doing interiors here and there. And if there's empty interiors that people want to continue doing, that's fine. I don't think this would be a good place for advertising, but I do think it would be a good place for graffiti. And the owners of the building are just really angry. They're like... So, I'll probably put something up here, and then I'll probably put something bigger here. I'm just gonna put those there to represent where the graffiti is, because that's something I just can't... I can't do that on stream. That requires a lot of thought and effort on my part. Alright, I want to do a blue building. When I say a blue building, I mean actually blue. Which means... we got this kind of to work with. Which will be interesting to try to get to work. I might use blackstone as accents. Because if I just did just all blue, it would really stand out like sore thumb. I need something to, like, grind it into the city. Blackstone is actually kind of good for that. Now, if we grab this... it's not blackstone, but... I'm not worried about color right now, I'm just trying to get shape. And I don't necessarily hate it. And we go window here. I don't like that. Door, window, bring this down one. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna write. So I wanted to put the advertisement here, so bring this up. Advertisement is taking up. Yellow could also be good. I also have yellow right there. And I don't know if you caught that look Dodge gave me earlier. Oh. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. There's a truck. There's a street cleaner going by me right now. Sorry if that's really loud. I'm gonna have to figure out the size of this street. So, how much of this is gonna take? What if instead, I don't like it there, but what if I grab this? I actually kind of like that better. Make it smaller. And it's just like side thing to this. It's almost past now. Bring this up. See, I like that, because then we can just do something with banners. Wait. It gives room for the blue to actually shine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna push this back. One. God, it's just getting louder. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna close my window. You're working on city build. I'm doing blue building because I am crazy. I think it's left now, and it shouldn't be a problem. don't have one right there, so I'm actually gonna have to look for it. This is something else I wish they'd do with the inventory. I wish they color coded it better, so like all the black is like it's with the like look, you got gray, 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 red. Why? What? Colors, please. Actually don't want that. I want this. Because I really can't stand wool as actual building material. I use it for laying stuff out a lot, but like I don't like it in actual buildings because like flint and steel could take the entire build out. I mean, it's hours of your work just gone. So, yeah, no, thank you. I also don't feel like it's a very stable block to look at. I feel like I could punch through it. Which I can. Do that on out there, so door. Do I actually want to do a real door? So realistically, say if, like, this is something we have to ask about the buildings too. Like, should I give this an interior, would an interior even fit in here? Because this would probably be where the wall would have to go. And that's when I'm not falling to my death. You would grab that and realistically, this would be the space we're working with, and I don't know if it's worth it at that point. That said, I did give an interior to this yellow building over here. Though I can't really say that about the blue one, I guess. Yeah, sure. You know, this wood wraparound because it's taller than this building. Right, we're gonna have to figure out lighting for this area. On the... grab this for now and grab a dark oak door for now. I don't know if we'll stick to it. That's the first one that comes to mind for this building. Turn out the lights. That adds so much light in there already. Let's do the same in here. So I want a lot of the lights to be coming from the buildings themselves. This building, I feel like, is gonna light up a lot. And grab... I know technically the light source isn't gonna make a difference on how it looks, but in my brain it makes me happy to use the different ones for like different color buildings. I'm actually kicking myself because I still use the blue one for the pink building. I want to go change it to like the purple light source that we have. That lit up so much. Because I do want this area to be a bit brighter than these other alleys. Simply because there's a school here. And this is where we get to the more quiet part of the stream where I'm not talking as much. You know what? It's crazy because I used to hate this block when it first came out, but now I kind of love it. So what I'm thinking right now is that we take this building and we move it up somewhat. So say we move it about there. Move it up and move this back down. Yes, I could have just broke that. I'm lazy, I don't know what to tell you. And then bring this over like this. And what we do is instead of it being at street level, we up there. Make it something you walk up into. See that in New York all the time. Like, I go to New York all the time. I don't see this in New York all the time. I've only been there once. But you see it in shows all the time, and the one time I did go there, I did see it everywhere. You step up into the building. And I do like that. I might change this building from Blackstone now, because this is Blackstone. I don't want it everywhere. I definitely do like it here. And then we can do like a little basement apartment down here. So if I go ahead and grab... iron bars, because that's something they do a lot. They, not even because they're worried about burglars, but, like, just stuff hitting the window. And there's a park right here, so balls are gonna go flying and stuff. Bring this up one. Where would floor level be? It would probably be, let's say... yeah. So this would be like a window that goes... No, not there. Alright, here's my question. If I move this over by, like, 1... could I fit, like, a staircase going down into the basement apartment? Because this is gonna have an entrance here. Or if I do want to, probably be, like, here. This, bring it down to there. And then... ah, falling. I actually don't need to move this. I can just put this back, I think. So move that back to where it was. Probably change up how I do these windows though. Hello, Windmills. How's it going? Alright, let me change this. I'm actually playing with the idea of keeping the bright red bits. I've changed them out for... I forgot we had that as an option. What do you guys think? The brighter red one or this one? Guess we'll go through it a couple more times. Let's do like one floor with just this, and then another floor with the other one. That's one floor. And we get to this next floor. Now, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna grab some black wool. Because this will change how we look at the building. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up all the way. Over here. I'm just gonna bring it all the way around here. Because I can tell this is affecting how I'm building it right now. Now, if I come up here... Now that light isn't fully just immersing everything. Let's bring it up even more. The bright one or darker one? Go for the bright. I'll do the rest in Bright. But I'll leave that darker one to get Dodge and Squid's opinion. Murder the wall! Murder the wall! So, I'm very murder mind oriented because when I was like, let's say 9, I would go to my grandma's and I didn't have cable at my house. It was only at my grandma's. So what I would do is I'd stay the night there. And after everyone went to sleep, I'd turn on the TV and just watch TV all night. Because I didn't have it at my house and just wanted, I'm like, I'm gonna use this as long as I can for as long as I'm able to stay up. So I get the most TV, so I can maximize my television time. And late at night, a lot of cartoons stopped playing. Especially back then. I think the only cartoons that were on around back then was like Adult Swim. So that's how I found out about anime and started watching that. But so I'd watch stuff like Case Closed, Inuyasha, all that really kind of older anime. But when those were over, I'd be scanning around trying to find anything to watch. And what I landed on was Forensic Files. So there I am watching 9 years old, watching Cold Cases and like all this true crime stuff. And I instantly got hooked. Instantly got hooked. So from like the age of like 9 to the age of like around like 21 or 22, I was really consistently watched everything that came out like related to that. And around 21, 22, I stopped watching as much because it was getting me really depressed. You watch too much of that stuff is gonna start really getting you depressed and all that. But it's still like... But every now and then my head goes, murder! And it's like, hey... At least you didn't get inspired. I love you. You have a point. I didn't get inspired to go on Murder Spree, though. Although I did watch a documentary called... what was it called? I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't about true crime. It was about street art. And I kind of got inspired to... There's like a concrete slab thing. At the time, there was like this concrete slab thing that was down near on a bridge near I lived. And I just wanted to go buy paint and just turn it into SpongeBob. And I restrained the urge, but a part of me just really wanted to go do street art. I stopped myself, though. It was like a documentary on Banksy, the street artist. I've been playing a lot of the Resident Evil games lately. They are pretty good. At the same time, like, they're enjoyable to play, but at the same time, my god, please logic. Because I don't want to give spoilers, but there's a bit in the newest game that came out where, like, A, B, and C thing happens, and I'm looking at C, and I'm expecting them to talk about C or do something about C, and for the entire game, no one mentions it. I'm like, okay, this is something you're going to bring up in another game that obviously should be talked about in this game, but they're choosing not to bring it up in this game, so people are surprised by the next game or something. I don't know. And it's like, I love Resident Evil. I really do. It's so silly sometimes, though. Did this. Now I need to do this one. This one is a bit weird because I ended up not intentionally. Gotta keep things vague so you can make a new game about it. That's true. Or you could mention it in the other game and then actually do the new game about it. It's called laying groundwork. This one, I nixed on this building right here. This one right here. Because it has castle vibes to it. Like, I actually kind of like. I'm just not sure how to go about it. And I definitely don't want to keep it Blackstone now. That sounds like putting effort into it. How dare people put effort into things they create? How dare I want the Minecraft movie to actually be good? How dare I want kids media to actually be good? How dare I not want to serve children slop? Anyway, not going on that tangent. But anyway, going back to true crime, I had to stop watching true crime because I had so much depressing facts that was affecting my social life because all I could talk about was true crime. I have nothing else to talk about besides anime and true crime. And no, I need to stop. But I do still watch a lot of like true crime every now and then. I recently watched with my boyfriend a documentary on there's a documentary on the woman down in Florida who murdered her neighbor because her kids were being kids. Basically, she walked up. And it was just like this lady who got done reporting this mother because her kids were playing outside in an area they were allowed to be. They had permission to be in this area to play. And this woman kept on reporting the kids on noise complaints, stuff like that, just harassment. So one night when the mom came over to like talk to the woman again because she's like upset because the lady took her kids' toys and stuff like that, shot her through the door and killed her. It really sucks. But like the family themselves are the ones who like I guess pushed for the documentary because they want people to see it because it was like this is no doubt a hate crime. This was planned out. Like it was awful. But I remember watching it and being surprised because I remember hearing about the crime when it happened. And then to come here 5 years later and actually see a documentary about it was like a bit jarring. But if you ever want to check out a documentary, it's a very good documentary. I think it's on Netflix. I don't remember the name. Just Crazy Karen Next Door, I think. Something around those lines. But yes, that's what I've been doing more recently, just talking about cartoons and stuff. Like, I just watched the Digital Circus this, last month. I missed almost all the hype for the Digital Circus. I didn't catch it until, the latest episode had already come out. And I really like it. I really enjoy Kane. I really enjoy all the characters. They're a joy to watch. I love Kinger. All hell Kinger. Kinger's the best. I love Poppy. Very excited for like when it comes out in movies. I'm gonna go see it in the movie theaters, I think, because I do not have the capability to avoid spoilers. I will just go find all the spoilers, so I might as well just go watch it. It is playing in my local cinema, so tickets and go see. What color should I do this weird castle thing? Yeah, Dodge can too, for the most part. Like, I'm very bad at it, though. Not because I can't avoid them, it's because I don't want to avoid them. I'm like, tell me information now! I want to know what happened. Tell me everything. Maybe a brown? I don't know. Yeah, I put myself in a situation because it being black kind of really worked for it. What if I changed this? Going back to... What if I change this to brown instead? Make it actual brownstone. Give me the stairs. So how do people think are in the circuits? Do they think they're actually hooked up to the machine and are still connected with their bodies, or do you think there are brain scans and all that stuff? Because I'm partial to the brain scan theory. That just makes a lot of sense in my head. Poor Kinger accidentally deleting his son. How brutal. My theory is that they're brain scanned and Jax already knows. There's a bit in the latest episode where Jax like looks at an orb and like he's like obviously remembering a conversation he had with his friends at some point before they turned into whatever it's called when they they go crazy, they lose their sense of being a self or whatever. And I bet the friends figured it out by themselves just by like watching it, like just by like using logic, because that is something you can possibly logic out if you know anything about computers or anything at all. And who knows how much his friends knew about computers or he knows about computers. Extract, yeah. And that's part of the reason why he's so of an asshole. He's like, none of this is real because we're not real people, blah, blah, blah. But he also doesn't want to say that, so he doesn't say that. And when he runs out of the room at the end of the last episode, where he's like, and he's having like a panic check, and he's like, oh my god, this is real. Like, he's like getting his he's getting confirmed that like something about that conversation confirmed it in his brain. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it. Maybe I'm missing facts. Because, like... It also explained why he'd freak out and, like, press the button to stop them from leaving the circus. Because, like... They can't leave the circus, they're brain scanned. us. Because in his mind, you're like, oh my god, they almost deleted us. And I kind of hope they do go with the angle, because, like, if it's just they're in pods or something and they wake up, I'm gonna be kind of bummed out, because, like, I've seen that storyline. I watched Sword Art Online. I don't need to go for that again. Fun fact, don't watch Sword Art Online. It's kind of disappointing. I love the idea of, like, a story premise of, like, characters stuck in some digital world. And I love it so much. So every time I run across it, I always sit down and I read it. And so often I'm so disappointed because they're like, because they don't, like, no one wants to commit to it, right? Like, Sword Art Online, like, doesn't really want to commit to the story or the premise or anything like that. It's just like how many waifus can Kirito get, where, like, Log Horizon, they were actually committing to the bit. It was actually really interesting. It was really great. And then it was canceled. And I was like, no! If anyone doesn't know what Log Horizon is, oh my god, go check it out. It's so good. So Log Horizon is basically the same premise as Sword Art Online. Like, one day, they don't, like, no one can just log out. The log out button is just gone. There's no big BA that comes and explains it all, blah, blah, blah. They just can't log out. They don't know what to do. And, like, all the NPCs, which were all just normal NPCs before, are kind of more sentient. Like, they're actually, like, people now, in a way. So, like, they're, like... So the NPCs are sitting there going, like, why'd the players change? Because, like, to the NPCs before this happened, it's called Log Horizon. It's a bit of an older anime. It came out like 5? It came out 2015 around, I think. So before this event happened, like, the players played the game like how I'm playing Minecraft now. It was just a normal video game, it was a normal RPG that they were playing. And to the NPCs lived in their world, and player characters went around, and the player characters were like the NPCs. They're like strange beings that walk around your planet, and you're just trying to live life, and you can send these weird NPCs out on quests that will go do these things. They come back, and they're very robotic. So one day, the player characters actually, like, inhabit their actual bodies, and they become player characters. They actually are in this world now, and they have all the same stuff. They can't log out. And all the NPCs are like, why is my random robot that I could just send out on quests and have them do the stuff, not doing the thing they used to do anymore? Why are they being, like, real people now? That's freaking me out. And it's really great because they don't change anything about how the game works, really. Because the game still functions the same way. So if you die in the game, you still respawn at the respawn anchor. So if I, like, say you die, you respawn in the respawn anchor, you're just like, ah, and you wake up and you're like, oh, I didn't actually die, I'm still here. I don't know what you can watch it on. I really don't. I wouldn't be surprised if the only option you had to watch it was to pirate it, and I'm not gonna tell you not to. It's very good. It might be on Netflix. I'm not sure. I think it was on Netflix at some point. I know it was on Crunchyroll. It might be still on Crunchyroll. So they're like, okay, we're basically in Mordor. We're gonna do this thing, but the whole thing is, like, them surviving in this world now and not getting into a war with the actual NPCs of the world. And because, like, the NPCs are like, do we need to go to war with this new sudden faction that just dropped out of everywhere? But as they're going on and trying to, like, figure out how they're gonna govern themselves and, like, not be bad people and stuff like that, because, you know, you have, like, people who are trying to, like, there's a whole bit in it where, like, new players, like, get captured and they're forced to work in, like, guild halls and they can't leave. And, like, there's a whole bit where they need to figure out how to stop that from happening. because if you ever heard of like, because this is something that actually happens in gaming, like if you ever seen like 2B2T had a period in its like infancy where like if a new player joined in, what would happen is that old players would basically block you in, and they would kill you over and over unless you did what they said, and they'd like, you work for me and for however long, and then I'll let you go. And like, so that was a thing that actually happened in 2B2T. So stuff like this does happen in video game, but it's like this happens in a video game and you can't log out of the video game. And I really love that premise that you can't log out, but you can't die, and it's just the same video game. I mean, how do you deal with that? How do you cope? How do you do anything? How do you live life now? And it's like, the series is just them figuring that out. And it's really, really good. But midway through the point, you find out some things about like the stuff, and you're like, oh shit, and you're like, and I don't want to ruin it, but it's like, it's so good, and I'm recommending it when I really shouldn't, because it got canceled. Okay, it just got canceled, but it's still worth the watch. And I want more stuff like Log Horizon, I really do, and they just don't. Now, it still does have a bit of the fan service problem, or doesn't have a bit of the fan service problem, but it's not nearly as bad as, like, it's nowhere close to how bad Sword Art Online is. Because, you know, there's other male characters that actually have plotlines in that. And I am... I need to focus on building, because Log Horizon short-circuited my brain. Any other shows like that I can think of? There isn't a show, but there is a manga that was actually doing it pretty well, and it wasn't like the same premise. Like, you weren't trapped inside the video game, but it's a world where pods exist, where you can just like buy a pod and then go into physically go into the game, and it played it like that. And it was really interesting, because it was like, what if the NPCs suddenly become sentient? What if the NPCs like suddenly grow, like they stop being like robots and they actually have like intelligence now? And that was really fun to watch and read. So like, you can't die in this world, you summon and stuff like that, and you're fine, because you can just log out whenever you want, but you can still, like, you can set your function so that you do feel pain, that you do feel all this stuff. I don't remember the name right now. It's a bit darker than anything else, like, because in this one, it's like, because you can't feel pain, there's this great scene, this great horrible scene, where, like, oh, I can't even talk about it. It's like, this character walks into this room, and he's like the main character, and like these people are like, we know you have your pain settings turned on, and we're gonna torture you to get the information we want. And he's just like, oh really? How are you gonna do that? Well, when you can't reach me, because he's set up like some blockade or whatever. And the guy's like, I have this magic ability to come out and touch you. And he's like, really? Do it. And he's like, yeah. Grabs it and grabs his hand and starts like, I have these nail clippers, and I'll slowly clip your hand apart. I'm like, wow. I'm losing it. I need to calm down. I need to take a breath. I need to... So much for a quiet stream. Oh my god. I don't remember the name of that one. There is a, anything else I can think of that's much calmer than that? Maybe it's a good thing I don't remember the name. That one got really violent, really weird. There was another one that just ended abruptly, too. I don't think they ever finished it. I think there's something else I'm forgetting that has like a cyber, like that kind of theme, but I'm having a hard time remembering it. It's not. Yeah. railing here. Or maybe railing there, and then we go and do... I'm not worrying about color right now, I'm just worrying about shape. I don't know where this is gonna go. Oh! What if we put the abandoned train station down there that goes to the ruins? And then it could be like a kid's hangout spot that they've turned into. That might be cool. There's very few. And a lot of them are very, like, not worth your time, in my opinion. Log Horizon is one of the good ones out there, though. You can tell it's good because I can actually remember its name, which I normally can't do. I've only made 6, like, One Piece in. I like One Piece. I'm actually rewatching One Piece right now. I actually started watching One Piece when I was much younger, when it was airing on, like, kids' television when I was super young. And then I sat down and actually read through it when I was, like, 19, I think? And then I had to wait for the 2-year hiatus. Because that was something that actually happened in, like, real life. Like, in One Piece, there's a time skip of 2 years, and when he announced... So when that chapter came out, at the end of that chapter, he's like, alright, the crew isn't gonna get together for, like, another 2 years, and I'm taking a 2-year break, see ya. And we're like, what? But he earned that 2-year break. Oh, he's such a good writer. And I waited for 2 years, and I didn't keep up with it after that. But recently, I sat down to rewatch the anime. It was something I haven't done before, because I read it before. And what is happening? It's the 6 button. But I'm rewatching it. It's so good. I love it so much. Assassination Classroom was also really good. I was not expecting that to be as good as it was, but it was surprisingly good. Vampire Knight, I think I've seen bits and pieces of. I haven't seen, though, mainly. I'm so sad that I'm not hallucinating. I don't have any. Trying to think of anime that are out there that people may not have heard of, or it's not very popular. Recently, recent anime, if I were to list off some really good ones, is like, obviously Fearin'. Me and Josh love Fearin'. I love Apothecary Diaries. It's such a good show. I'm trying to think of older ones that people might not have heard of or know about. Case Closed isn't bad. The only thing about Case Closed is that it's been going on forever, and it probably will go on forever, so don't expect an end to that, or like a overall arching story to happen. But it is a good anime for, like, to check out for, like, Because Case Closed is basically what it is I'm calling it Case Closed. It's actually called Detective Conan. It's a true crime, but anime style. So if you like true crime, I don't see why you wouldn't like Case Closed. Case Closed is about a high school detective. He's like very Sherlock Holmes inspired. So he's like, does like his crime, he solves his crime like Sherlock does, but in like a modern setting. And he's like, I am the world's greatest detective, blah, 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 and he's like super high. He's super like high on himself. He's like, I like really overconfident and stuff like that until like the first episode. So you're like, who is this kind? He's kind of a jerk in the first episode, and he's like, I'm super great. I'm super great and amazing, and I can solve any crime. Blah blah blah. And then he pokes his nose into a situation that automatically gets him hit over the head with a lead pipe and poisoned. So basically, he follows these two guys that look suspicious into an alleyway that catch him, knock him over the head, feed him some poison to leave him for dead, and they leave him here, and the poison starts working, and he's like, I'm gonna die, this is the worst pain I've ever felt, and he passes out from the pain, and he wakes up, and he's 9 years old. So the poison didn't work the way it was intended to, and it de-aged him to a child. And now he has to basically find the criminals who did this to him in the body of a child while pretending that he is actually dead. Not bad, but it's good. It's not like... I'm talking about anime that has like over 1,000 episodes, and a lot of them are like one-shots of like, this true crime has this crime of the week sort of format. But it can be pretty good at times. Angel Beats is very, very good. Expect to cry. That is a very... Get tissue box. Tissue box, when I was going to college, Angel Beats came out when I was in college, and the entire college would flip out on you if you tried watching Angel Beats in the main room, because we had a big TV screen in there, and a lot of the time people would just go up there and put like anime to watch there. And if anyone tried putting Angel Beats on, like they'd be like, no, you have to go do this somewhere else because we cannot all be sobbing. You're on homeroom. Have fun at homeroom, I guess. If you can. I don't know. It's been so long since I've been in school. This building. I jump between buildings a lot, and I'm sorry about that. It's just how I am. No, I don't want to do an orange building there, because that's going to be orange. No, that's how they get you. You're like, it starts out and you're like, oh, what's this? It's a funny anime, ha ha ha. And, funny anime, yeah, very funny. Until the sledgehammer happens, or like, they're like, oh, it's a fun time, here's your heart, here's a sledgehammer. It got a lot of people up to college. I remember there was some guy who never liked watching like anything like sad or depressing or anything like that. He just wanted comedy 24/7. He watched Angel Beats because he thought it was going to be funny and stuff like that. But then it started not being that, and he was too invested to not continue watching. And he would crash out so bad anytime someone would watch it up to the college again after that. He's like, everyone needs to watch it. Do not watch it in front of me. Because I cannot handle it. There is a manga I am reading right now. It's really, really good. It's called I Became the Daughter of the Main Lead. I don't know if that's the exact name, but it's basically like this person gets reincarnated into a child. She dies somehow and she gets reincarnated, and now she's like a child who is at an orphanage and all this stuff, and the orphanage is kind of shitty and all that stuff. And it's like the basic plot, because there's so many of these now, right? There's so many of these basic plot anime manga where you can't go any 5 feet without tripping over them. There's everywhere. But this one is that she just ends up like, so the premise of the show is that this guy is like, I don't have a kid, I'm not gonna get married, I kind of want a kid, I'm gonna go get a kid because my friend is like, won't stop bragging about how great his children are, and I want to go see what this is about. So he goes to, learning one of the jokes. Yeah, that's unfortunately how they get you a lot of the time. And like, so they have this anime where like he's like, I'm gonna go manga. I said anime, it's a manga. So he goes and like, I'm gonna go adopt a kid because I want a child and I'm not gonna get married because I don't want to get married. So he goes to an orphanage, and it's the orphanage she at, and she's like, and their reaction to her is just like, bring out all the really nice looking kids and keep all the ones in the back, all the ones that aren't that nice looking in the back or won't behave. And she won't behave. She's been telling off these like people for like ever. And I really like how they did this, because a lot of the time are like, you have like a reincarnated person in these shows. They're like fully adults. They're just adults with a child body, and they act it act like it too. Like, what's it called? Achievements of a Bookworm or something like that, I think it's called. That character's like, she's another character that's been like reincarnated after death into another world, and she just fully acts like an adult. She pretends to be a child, but she is fully just an adult. I like this one because she's like, has the memories of adults, but she's very much a child. She's like, I'm gonna go do childlike things. I'm gonna go do. She talks like a child. She behaves like a child. She has the memories of her adult self. But, like, she'll have, like, these bits where she's like, I'm gonna go run around and play Superman. And she does. And everyone's, like, looking at her like, who's Superman? And she's, like, tries to explain it because she doesn't understand that she, maybe is strange for being able to remember her past life or whatever, but past the point. And I just really love how great this is. I don't feel like I'm explaining it very well because I'm in that overload state where I'm just blobbering. Blah, 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 blah. That's a problem with isekai drama. I love isekai. I really do love it, but it has been getting overloaded with a bunch of slop because it's so easy to say, I got reincarnated as an iPhone, or I got reincarnated as a sword, or I got reincarnated as, like, the rib of this hero, and, like, it's so easy to flop something together and then try to sell it for, like, $1. And that's why it keeps on, like, floundering and stuff like that, because people keep on doing it and it's just killing the genre. So, because I like isekai and I like good quality stories, I'm just sitting there like swimming through all the crap, going like, what is actually good here? Just picture me in a room. I'm in here with thousands of books, and I'm just and it's like all the books have been piled onto the ground, so I have to like move. It's like water. I have to like push my way through the books, and I'm just picking up book after book after book, throwing them over me, and then stacking up the good ones, and then throwing the other ones into a furnace. That's what I feel like when I look for manga now. And it's so hard to find good ones. So when I find the good ones, I just absolutely lose my mind. And, like, it's awful, too, because, like, recently I've been finding a lot of books where it's just like, let's make slavery okay. Let's make the main character do slavery, and that's okay because he's the main character. I'm sorry, what? Like, please, what is happening? Or, it's okay if he has 9 wives because he's the main character. Like, what are you doing? It's okay he cheats. It sucks because I find like these anime with these one-time plots, and sometimes they actually have like a really good like premise or like idea or something like that. It's not, and it sucks when I find one of these slop ones that actually have like this really really good idea, because they do a good job of like selling it for like maybe 20 chapters, and before they just fully like give up and stuff, because like that's how it works, right? They want you to read for a certain amount of time, and if they can get past a certain point, they're kind of like sold already, and they've made their money that they want, so they just give up on the project. And they don't all do this. Like some of them are just like don't even have like a good idea or premise, so it's like easy to like catch them out really early. But there was one I watched recently that was like, person gets summoned to other world, and like the king's like, I have a quest for you to take, and like brave heroes, blah blah blah, and like the main character's just like, well, I don't really have a very good ability. Can I just leave, or can I go home? He's not vibing with king. He's like, there's like, it's like very much like. He's just not vibing. You can see why he doesn't vibe. It's like very understandable he's not vibing here. So he leaves the kingdom. And it's just, like, it was a very, like, it's something I've seen before, but they were doing it in an interesting, fun, unique way. And I was really excited to continue reading, and, like, part of the whole reason they were summoned to this world is like, you need to defeat the demon army, and he leaves the king's court and he gets away from the king and stuff like that, and he immediately runs into a demon who's like, you're one of the heroes that summoned to kill my master. And he gets in a conversation with this demon that's so very interesting. He's like, look, wait, I don't work for the king, I left. Can you like not kill me? Can you not murder me? And the demon's like, I'll think about it. And like they now end up coming to this deal where like he's soul sworn to like not break this deal and not fight against the demons. And it's like really interesting because like you're like, ooh, what's going on with the demons and like stuff like that. And it was like really really good until after the talking to the demon, and that all ends, and it gets to the next part, and he has a slave, and I'm like, oh. Well, I'm dropping you now. I don't care what your reason is. There is no reason to have a slave. It's no. Ugh, I hate it so much. This is the 9-year-old I picked up off the side of the road, and because I want to take care of her and be like a good foster father, I have to buy her and own her. Oh my god, fuck off. And it's unfortunately becoming a habit with these books. I don't know why. Makes me sick to my stomach. it's just really hard to find like a series that has a good gimmick, that commits to the gimmick and does it in a way that makes sense, and then can continue with the story without the mechanic. And it's really depressing to see. And I've run into so many of those these last couple years, and it sucks. Let's see, let's try. Let's actually do something different. Let's grab some spruce and some. Can I get this to work? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this to work. Crazy enough, the pink was kind of growing on me, but I really don't want this building to be pink. I'm not vibing with this right now. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm trying to use wood and the wood just isn't going. Or maybe it's the fact that the deep slate, I don't know. I like that, but I don't want it to, like... Let's see, what can I change? Ah, I fell. And we go down. And we'll grab... I just make it a lighter color, maybe. I just realized if the music has stopped. How long has it stopped? Who knows? I think this is a build I'm gonna come back to at another point. Possibly with Dodge. It's such a good way of like looking at something and knowing what's wrong with it. Oops. idea here is this is going to be a lot more modern take building. I don't want it to stand out too much, so we'll see how we go with it. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, I kind of like the green, but it's really hard to get green in Minecraft. It's like a building color. I'm definitely gonna do the quieter part of the stream because, like, I can't. One, my throat's starting to hurt, and two, I am starting to, like, getting to that point where I'm like, wah! And, I feel like I need to stop that and think of something to talk about. This is the fun bit about streaming that no one talks about, like, having something to talk about. Where you just don't feel like a loony. See, I got this, but... I love how I go to pull out something and I don't actually pull it out. Oh, I'm grabbing this and I already know it's gonna frustrate me. Not the same color! I'll keep it, because whatever, but why is it the same color? I know why, it's to match the, it's to match this. Because I wanted this to match because I knew people were going to be doing this stuff. But still, like, ah. I think I'm gonna move these windows down one. Bring this like that. Half slab. Whoops. Let me into. Let me in. Let me in. I know this song isn't Deltarune, but it always makes me think of Deltarune. think I might have to change how these windows are set up. Bit like I had them before. Guess I'll just put one in the middle. I didn't realize one floor was higher than the other. Looks like a window could work there. Whoops. There we go. Why did it still do that? Why? Did they change how this works? It says it's, Alright, why is that? Oh, that pisses me off. Time to write a very strongly worded letter. Not really, but... Are you kidding me? Why would they change how that works? Am I just doing it wrong? No, I don't think I am. This is how I've always done it. I thought it was weird the other day when I was trying to do it too. Well, I guess you just gotta do it like this now. That sucks. Space? I suppose, but... Is it this one? Alright. This is space. done. Get rid of all these so we're not getting used. Then, alright, that does work. That's better. But that's really irritating that you have to set that up now. Because before you could just do it. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm just gonna have this set up anyway. Just put it back down. I'll just grab a new one and start it. Cause I don't know if it'll. There it is. Space. So space. That's done. And now this is a good thing to remember because it will help prevent lag from happening. I'm gonna have to run around to the ones that Dodge did as well. So signs, when they're not waxed, they can produce lag because their open GUI is still open. So you know how you can go in and like change this? Because this is still open, this GUI to change it is still open, it causes a little bit of lag. And when you have a lot of signs on your world, it's all doing it. So say you have like 1,000 signs on your world. I only know this because I've been watching Flip, and he was dealing with lag on his world. He's constantly looking how to cut it out. And he ran around his world because someone told him about this and like waxed all his signs, and it helps with the lag so much. I have particles off because I was lagging really bad the other day. I might turn them on later, but I'm not going to do it during stream because I don't want to start lagging during stream. Been dealing with a problem. I'm not sure why it suddenly started happening. So like how many signs are around that like we're not gonna stop using signs because they're so useful, but look at this. This is just this one area. See this later. I wanted to try something over here, actually. No, I don't think that was good. So I just... to add more to this building. Whoops. That's in the wrong level. Oh my god, stop! Stop wrecking the stuff you're building, please! Yeah, it's nice how much a character that adds just that alone. Something else we could do to add a bit more character to this is... not on every window, but on some. I feel how I should do it though. I don't think I should do it like that. I'll try to keep both different options. Does this still do this? Yes, it does. Another way to do it is just do this and grab So I'm not sure which one I like better, because this one feels more stable to me. Like, they fully just attach this to the wall, and they're not worried about it falling down. Where, like, this one, they just hung out something outside their wall hanging there. It's like, I have a plant now! And it's just cheating on the edge, about to fall onto someone's head. Oh, this recently happened somewhere. Someone threw something out from their window, and it landed on someone's head, and it killed them. And now this girl's like facing possible years in prison because, like, her parents are facing possible years in prison, and she's like, "Well, it's not my fault." What do you mean it's not your fault? You threw it out. Oh, the more you learn. Something else I could do is like a catio. I'm not saying this right. A catio. So it's like. So where should I put it? Say here. So what it is, for anyone who doesn't have cats or know anything about cats, or well, I have cats and I didn't know about this for a while. So some people will do is that they'll feel bad because their cats are locked up all the time. And what they'll do is they'll like set up like a cage outside their window. Like, think of it as like a mini bird cage that like covers your window that sits right outside it. Like this. And they'll do this, and then they'll open their window and let their cat sit out on it. Like that. I don't... What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk him in here with us. And I'm gonna do it with this because it's gonna get annoyed with me. Alright. Hi, welcome to your new forever home in this cage. This will be your summer job until forever. Where's the fish? Meow! I love you too. You're adorable. Hi. Thank you. This is your new home. I hope you enjoy it. This is where you'll be staying forever. I don't know if they have cats in Undertale, but this cat wandered down here somewhere. I don't know. He got thrown. Oh, he got thrown into the garbage dump as a kitten, and someone rescued him, and now he just lives down here. He's gonna look up and be like, "What the heck is that? I can't tell. What is that? What is that poking out? Is that a cat still?" I actually really like it. I want to do an air conditioning unit out of one of these. Not sure. So... Give me this. Give me that. No, give me that. Okay, this. Air conditioning units. They're so much fun. And infuriating. Be better, that or that? I feel like... Alright. No, it'd be this, then it would be this. Since you need something to support it. They have the temmies. They do have the temmies, but the temmies have a habit of, like, going off the couch, okay? You don't want your cat to go off the couch. See, this person in this apartment is responsible because they properly latched this onto their apartment, so it's not going to come falling off and crushing someone's head. And as such, they have a really a really cool looking flower they spent a lot of time and effort on that just lives there, where in the apartment right above them, it's like, I can't put up with that much effort, okay? I don't have the time, I have work, I got stuff to do. So I'm just gonna put a flower out there and it's gonna be that. And I think I'm gonna move this guy to over here. And he spent... And what he did is that he did spend some time on here. He didn't get, like, a good shelf, but he did get a shelf. But it's a very shitty shelf. But what he did do is that he... Where is it? I just saw them. I hate how they... He's like, this is my shelf. I am going to decorate it. He puts a lot of effort into painting it with bright, bright colors. And then he puts a plant out here. Here, let me grab this one. He gets the plant out there and he's like, great, it's lovely, it's beautiful. I'm so proud of myself, I've accomplished so much. And then he forgets to water it. And eventually, at some point, this plant will come crashing down. It'll fall this way, land on top of this, then bounce onto this, then fall down onto this, and then land onto this, breaking this pot and causing this plant to come falling down. I'm slowly but surely falling off. I love this building. The Temming. Oh my god, I'm getting Luigi to play this music whenever someone comes near this building. I don't care what I have to do, I'm making him do it. I'm getting him to do it. No, I've been streaming for way too long. My brain is getting to the hijinks of, like, what chaos can be done. With that said, I think I am gonna end stream because I have been streaming for a while. But I don't really think we got that much done, but we did get some. These two buildings are done. I'm gonna give those... Josh just came out and did these two buildings. I don't think we actually got that much done. I've mainly been blabbering. I don't work well and talk at the same time. But until then, I will see you all later. Bye-bye! Bye now! Bye-bye! Ah. I hit the wrong button.